Tell me I cannot be the only lesbian. I'm talking hardcore lesbian, not even 1% bi, who is literally going around the house doing my chores, being like, Fierro, Fierro. Like, it's so bad. It's so off key, but I cannot stop doing it. And every behind the scenes Wicked video that they release, like, I'm on the edge of my seat. My entire algorithm isn't even lesbian TikTok anymore. It's Wicked TikTok. And I kind of like it like that. Like, it's very refreshing. All I need at this point is at least a 10-hour documentary on the making of Wicked, and I would be fully satisfied. But I will say, in the meantime, I've been reading Cynthia Erivo's book, Simply More, and it is so empowering on so many levels, but towards the end of it, she is sharing so many details about the making of Wicked and how hard it was to do her job, especially in that harness, and how much pain it was, and just how magical it was to believe in herself and I don't know. If you are obsessed with the Wicked lore, you need to read Cynthia Erivo's book. Not just read it, but go listen on Spotify so you can have her read it to you. It is like the little joys in my day to see Wicked in my feed and every morning listen to a few chapters of this book while I'm getting ready. Obsessed. Now, I'll argue till the end of time that Elphaba is bi and Glinda is a lesbian in denial in the closet. And there will be people who want to argue with me about that. But to them, I say just read the book, or don't even read the book. Ask ChatGPT to tell you what happens in the book. Elphaba was born intersex. Elphaba is bisexual, and her and Glinda do kiss inside of the book. In the movie, multiple times, it looks like they're going to kiss, especially in part 2. There were a lot of scenes in part 1 that were cut out, that were close calls, but in part 2, it definitely looks like they're going to kiss, and that last scene is as gay can be. And at the end of the day, I think Elphaba was truly in love, not like in a polyamorous way, but like in a I actually love these two people way, and wasn't like conscious of necessarily the love for Glinda. That's just my interpretation of the movie. Like, she was in love with Fierro and also really deeply loved Glinda and was in love with her, but like didn't process that. And I think that Glinda is certainly in love with Elphaba. She is, like me, as a straight girly that I thought I was, from the South, being in the closet, feels empowered, secure, and acknowledged and valued by the idea of marriage, having a incredible, high-standing man on her arm, going after the prince, right? And knowing she could get him. That creates security, that creates this beautiful image, and that image was her security, and her privilege was her security. It's just how it works. So I don't think she could consciously realize that she was in love with Elphaba until after the wedding. I feel like she had a moment when she's singing and she realizes, I'm not that girl, where she's upset at it all. She's upset that the wedding was ruined. She's upset that she doesn't get her husband. She doesn't get her high standing status of having this husband. It was embarrassing. And she's not going to get Elphaba either. I think that's like a really shit realization to have. Like, you think you're going to have it all, at least by society standards, and realize you're not going to get any of it, nor will you get the love and the friendship that actually mattered to you. And at the very end, when she puts her in the closet, puts her back in the closet and is like, I love you, according to the director, that was not scripted. And the closet was an intense symbol. I don't know, I could go on and on and on and on and on. It's gay. It's very gay. And I love Wicked in my feed. It saved me from lesbian TikTok. I'm so tired of honestly being a lesbian TikTok creator some days. I have to do it for my work. But at the end of the day, it is so refreshing and just so lovely to see Wicked in my feed. And what would I give if I could live out of these waters and only see lesbian TikTok? But alas, and this is my work. So I'm just grateful that I'm seeing some wicked TikTok.